Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Washington Mall in the city of Hamilton. My name is Acting Superintendent Calvin Smith. I'm the officer presently in charge of the Community Policing Division. Today we're here to bring to your attention some holiday shopping safety tips. As of tomorrow, Thursday, November the 27th, the Thanksgiving holiday in the USA signifies the beginning of the shopping season. And as we're all aware of the shopping frenzy that takes place during Black Friday here in Bermuda. The Bermuda Police Service believes that it's important that the community, and the shoppers in particular, do what it takes to keep themselves safe. With regard to your homes, residents are encouraged to always lock their doors and windows when leaving home, even if for just a few minutes. If you're leaving home for an extended period, ask a neighbor or family member to watch your home during the time that you're going to be away. With regard to Christmas gifts, we ask that displays of Christmas gifts in your home should not be visible through doors or windows and kept in a safe place when you're away from the home. The other thing that we want to bring to your attention is historically and quite frequently we've seen and noticed a trend of criminals sometimes posing as couriers or other persons soliciting donations on behalf of some of the island's charities and other charitable causes. What we ask is that you always ask them to identify themselves via ID and ask what the donations or the funds will be used for. And if you're not satisfied, do not, and I say again, do not donate to these charities. Only donate to those recognized charitable organizations. This will help you as well as everybody in the community. When you're out shopping, as this is the festive season, avoid carrying large amounts of cash, and where possible, purchase your goods using checks or debit cards or credit cards or whatever your convenience is. If you have to use an ATM machine, choose an ATM that's in a public area or an area that's well lit and with plenty of people around. And only withdraw the amount of cash that you need to buy your purchases. Don't fill your pockets with cash when you only need to spend $50 and you fill your pocket with $500. Try to avoid that. And when using the ATM machine, shield the PIN number with your hand. Use your hand to cover the PIN number so if there's any onlookers with dubious intent that they don't get your PIN number when you're using the machine. Retain your receipts and notify the card issuer if you lose your card. That's important, and if you lose your card, by all means call the bank immediately to have the card cancelled so that no one else can use it. For our shopkeepers, we're asking that you seek advice, and we will give that advice. You can find it on our website on how to identify counterfeit currency and to ensure that they ask people for photo ID when cashing checks and using credit cards. And now I'll call on my colleague, Inspector Burns. She will speak on other crime prevention tips, and her tips will be a bit more directed to everybody, but in particular the women within our community. Inspector Burns.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Bermuda Police Service recognizes that during the weeks leading up to Christmas, there tends to be an increase in criminal activity. It is to that end that we would advise the public of the following. Keep doors locked and windows closed when you are away from your car. Do not leave packages visible in your car windows, and consider securing items inside the trunk, or if possible, take them directly to your residence. When approaching and leaving your vehicle, always be aware of your surroundings. Park in a well-lit area, if possible, and do not approach the vehicle alone if there are people standing nearby that are acting suspiciously. Have your keys in hand when approaching your vehicle. Check the back seat and around the car before getting inside. Do not buy more than you can carry. Plan ahead by taking a friend with you or ask a store employee to help carry your packages to your car, and avoid traveling alone if possible. Avoid giving or taking rides from strangers or individuals who may seem to want to assist. For women in particular, I'm asking that never leave your handbag unattended in a shopping cart, on a shop counter, or on the floor by your feet. Carry your purse closely to your body, or your wallet inside a coat or in your pockets. Don't take shortcuts through isolated areas. and if possible, carry a small flashlight and cell phone in case you have to make an emergency call. And I'd just like to give some tips on shopping with children. Make a plan in case you are separated from your loved ones. We know that there will be a lot of crowds in the city, and this can happen sometimes. Select a central meeting place and teach them to know that if they teach them to know they can ask store personnel or security employees for help. As the saying goes, it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to be safe than sorry. We believe the best tool in helping our community to avoid becoming a victim is education. These and other crime prevention tips can be found on the Bermuda Police Service website at www.bermudapolice.bm or under Crime Prevention Info. Thank you.
Thank you, Inspector Burns. I think we're all aware, and which is why we're here today, that it's that time of year when we celebrate, and celebration is expected. For the various reasons, we all celebrate different, but celebrating is expected. But sadly, we typically see, and we as the Bermuda Police Service, we typically see increases in road traffic collisions, antisocial behavior, and the majority of these things are associated with alcohol. Again, we urge people not to drink and drive, and to think of their own safety when out celebrating. Anyone suspected of drinking or having consumed alcohol will be, and I repeat, will be arrested and dealt with in accordance to the law. During this period, officers will be on mobile patrol as well as foot patrol in the city and surrounding areas, including North Hamilton and the surrounding areas of Spanish Point and the environments around the city. In addition, Christmas crime patrols will be in effect to address specific issues over the festive season. Remember, lessen your chances of being a victim by taking away the opportunity. If you see something suspicious, simply contact the police. It is not a common phrase, but it bears repeating. If you see something, say something. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we're going to open up the floor for questions for Acting Superintendent Smith.
Well, we've had some discussions with the banks, so hopefully the bank security will be on top of that. But what we would ask the general public is when approaching a machine, if it looks to be tampered with or looks unusual, that's the best way I can put it. If it looks unusual, then use another one or seek the advice of the bank security.